What's going on, ballers? Thanks so much for tuning in again, and welcome back to another BigJBasketball box break video. Well, today we're not breaking any boxes, but I was inspired by a recent YouTube video that Wax Museum podcast put out pretty recently. I'll go ahead and I'll drop a link below in the description and also in a pinned comment on this video to show the video that he put up recently where he went through all the years of Bowman Chrome Gold refractor parallels and kind of showed off the differences between each of them, talked about the differences from year to year. And I thought it was really helpful and informative. So I thought it'd be a good idea to take a look at the same thing only in Topps Chrome. So if you guys follow my Instagram, you'll probably see that I recently put together the full run of all Manu Ginobili's Topps Chrome Gold parallels, all 6 of them from 03, 04 through 09 and 10. So I've got them all here, so I figured why not take a look, talk about each of these, and we'll take a look at the differences, look at the different types of gold refraction they use each year, things like that. And I also put up some prism golds in the background that we can, at the end of the video, we'll take a look at those prism golds and try and compare it to the Topps Chrome Gold. So first one right here is 03, 04 Topps Chrome Gold. So this was the very first gold refractor. The previous year in Topps Chrome in 2002, 2003, they had some parallels. There was a white refractor to 249 and a black refractor to 99, but there was no gold. This was the first year they added a gold. And as you can see, it's not quite gold. It's kind of like copper, bronze, brownish, not really brown, maybe more of a bronze type look. It's definitely not the worst gold refractor I've seen. I've seen some worse ones for sure. This one is numbered to 99. So again, one thing we'll also see as we go through these, they changed the serial numbering on a lot of the years. They kept it consistent for a few years, but then they changed some things as they went along. This is obviously a pretty famous set for the LeBron rookie from Topps Chrome. This one's a PSA 9. I bought this raw on eBay, and I thought the centering looked perfect. I couldn't really find any major flaws in the card. I was hoping it might get a 10. But unfortunately just got a 9 on this one. Next one, and we'll try and compare each one as we go through the years. Pretty similar in terms of the color gold. Maybe it might just be the background in this card. It looks a little shinier, but that also could just be maybe the photo on the card they used. You can see this one kind of has a much darker background with just Ginobili's black jersey and then the crowd in the background. This background's a little bit brighter, especially where the court is here. You can see the refraction a lot better. But in terms of the gold, I guess they're probably pretty similar. Side by side, maybe the 04 refractor looks a tiny bit more gold, but again, pretty similar. This one I also bought raw. I knew this wasn't going to get a PSA 10 because it is a little bit off center. You can see it's a little right heavy and a little skinny on the left. This one's also numbered to 99. We got 83 out of 99 there. And so while we're looking at these two, let's go ahead and look at the third one in a row. So 03, 04, 05, all pretty similar. In terms of the gold, I think the 05 probably looks a little bit more like the 03. Again, it could just be due to the black background as well. But gold borders are pretty similar, maybe a little bit lighter on the 05 compared to the 03, a little bit darker on the 03. By comparison, yeah, the 04 might look a little bit more gold compared to these two, but still you got the nice rainbow refraction pattern as you can see on the front of the card there. Another PSA 9, so I got 3 9s. These are all cards that I bought raw that I submitted to PSA. They all came back 9s, and this one as well. If we take a look at the back, 42 out of 99. So those are the first 3 years. So let's take a look at these 3, and if you want to compare one of the prism golds, you can see the prism gold by comparison to these 3 is a little bit brighter, even on the 2019, which was not really the brightest year of golds. Almost looks a little more yellowish, orangish, maybe a little orange, but it is definitely the gold, just to make sure. 1 out of 10 on the back. Okay, I didn't grab the orange by mistake. This is the true gold. A little bit lighter, little bit brighter in terms of the prism compared to these 3, but we'll take a look at some more comparisons as we go through the rest of these cards. Now, this next one is actually my favorite out of the bunch. I think it might be the one that's the most true gold. I just think this is such a bright, shiny card. You can really see the brighter gold as the light shines off of it, just to compare to the 03 here. So you can see by comparison, this 03 looks a little duller in comparison. I think it's the 06. I don't know what they did there differently this year. It just looks much shinier to me. The gold looks more gold, you know, not as bronze, not as copper, not as brown looking. This one's only a PSA 8, but jersey numbered 20 out of 25. I had been looking for one of these cards for a long time. I talked a lot about this a lot in my last mail day video when I picked this up just recently. But I don't think I'd seen a copy of this card sell publicly. I looked in Card Ladder, I think like 2017 or something like that was the last time one of these sold. So to go 6 years without seeing this card pop up for sale, and then to grab a jersey numbered copy is pretty incredible. And it's, like I said, it's probably my favorite of the bunch. Let's take a look at one of our other Prism Golds. So you can see, even though the gold, and I'll compare it to the 03 as well, the gold on the 2021 Prism is much brighter and shinier to me compared to some of these older Topps Chrome ones. But compared to the 06, it's a little bit closer. I think the Prism Golds might still be a little bit more gold. Yeah, it's just a little bit brighter, a little bit shinier, but pretty close though. So 06 I think was a little bit closer to where we eventually got with the more recent Prism Golds. I think the 2021 set's a really good example of some of the newer golds. And so yeah, you can see again, they changed the numbering. So the first thing you'll probably notice if you look at the years, so we went 03, 04, 05, and then 06. So they changed this one to numbered out of 25, and we'll see more numbering changes as we look at the last couple. But kind of stayed a little more consistent through the first 3 years, and then in 06, for some reason they decided to make a lot of stuff really rare in 06. The black refractors were to 99. There's X fractors, I think, to 10. The gold is to 25, so really tough to hit the numbered parallels out of 06 Chrome compared to the other years here. The black refractors in these first 3 years, I think, were numbered to 500. So to make them 99 and then the gold to 25, they definitely made stuff a lot more rare in 06 compared to those first 3 years. Now we're going to jump from 06 to 08 and 09. So, and these are kind of stuck, but there's 08 and 09. So big differences. Well, we'll know right away. There is no 07. So we go from 06 right to these last 2 years. For whatever reason, I don't know why Topps decided not to put a gold refractor in 2007. There are other numbered refractor parallels in 2007, but no golds. I really wish it would have been a gold because I did like the photo they had for Ginobili on that 07 card. Another big change is that they went from vertical to horizontal. Ginobili's 07 Topps Chrome is also a horizontal card, so if there was a gold, it would be horizontal. These last two are both horizontal. I don't know what they changed from the 06 compared to these two, but you can see the gold isn't quite as gold. This still was one of my favorite ones. Again, I like the photo in this one as well. I don't always like horizontal cards, but I think this one looks pretty good in the kind of the landscape mode. Probably a little bit more gold on the 06 compared to the 08, but the 08 is still, I think, a step up from the earlier ones. And you can see by comparison, I still think they're a little darker on the older ones. Got a little bit brighter and shinier towards the end. And then the 08 compared to the 09, Gem Mint 10. This is actually the only PSA 10 out of all the golds. They're mostly 9s. There's the 1/8 here. This is a 10 that I actually bought already graded. The 09 I bought raw, got it graded, and that one got a 9. And changes with the serial numbering again. Out of 50, the 09 also out of 50. This one is 24 out of 50 and 25 out of 50. So they made them not quite as rare as the 06, but still more rare than the 03, 04, 05. So the cheapest ones for sure are the 04 and 05. They're not super sought after sets. They're both numbered to 99. The 03 also being numbered to 99 hurts the value a little bit, but since it's from an iconic set and it's the first year, that holds a little bit more value over the 04 and 05. 06s obviously cost a ton because they're super rare, hard to find. And then next in value behind the 06 is the 08 and the 09, just because these are numbered to 50. And they're the last 2 years. This is a pretty iconic set too. I know a lot of people do like the 08-09 set. It has the Kobe Bryant card has him being guarded by LeBron. It's a pretty iconic card. The LeBron card is him doing the chalk toss. So pretty iconic set. So really happy to have a Gem Mint 10 in this one. And then comparing the 08 to the 09, the golds are a little bit different. I think this one looks really good, honestly, just because of the color of the court in the background. It looks like they're playing the Warriors, it looks like. So you can see in the painted area here, it's a really good match to the gold border around the card. And let's take a look at our gold again and maybe compare it to our Prism gold and compare it to the Topps Chrome. So let's look at the 08. So again, you can just see a little bit brighter and shinier on the newer Prism stuff. I don't have a gold from every Prism year, so there could be some Prism years that aren't as gold as others. But I do still think it's a little bit brighter on the newer stuff compared to the 08 Chrome. And then last comparison here, let's take a look at the 09. So again, this one was also numbered to 50. And again, the 09 looks pretty good. Again, I think the photo on this card helps a lot. Just having that being in the yellow paint on the front of the card there. All right, so that's gonna do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed checking this video out. Something different, not breaking a box, not doing any like mail days or PSA reveals or anything like that. But I was super excited to finally complete the full run of all these gold refractors. Really big collecting milestone that I hit to get all these, and I thought it would be a good idea. I know a lot of people have questions about, you know, what certain years of golds are the best, what do they look like, what are they numbered to, how rare are they compared to the other years. So I thought it was kind of cool just to look at all of them together. And thanks again for Wax Museum Podcast for doing that Bowman Chrome gold refractor video and inspiring me to do this one for Topps Chrome. So that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed checking this one out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.